Hey everybody, welcome to All Things Nate. This is just a quick little video. You're going to see this on Thursday after the health and fitness video. I'm recording it about a week early because I've just got something going on this week that just fits perfectly to what we talked about in that video. So I mentioned my nickel allergy and how that affects health, and I acknowledged that has become an excuse over the years where I use that to justify not eating right. But I also don't want to minimize it. So this week, I had a good friend recommended some protein shakes because I was talking about wanting to try some. And so I got some, did one, really got sick in my gut throughout the day. Then the end of the day, was doing some other stuff, and all of a sudden my wife and I noticed I had like a chemical burn rash on one elbow. I had red rashes on my thighs, my chest, my shoulder, the back of my head, behind my ears. I had raised bumps on one of my legs. It was just gross all over. And I had a meeting, so I took children's Benadryl and pushed through that, and then got home, took some antihistamines, went to bed, and got up the next morning, and some of it was a little better. A bunch of it was the same. Some of it was worse. So I just went to urgent care and went, all right, what are we going to do? So great news. They put me on prednisone for 5 days. And the symptoms can have excessive energy, also irritable and agitated. So I have a lot of energy and everything's irritating. Today's the worst of the days. I'm in a mood. But so as I dug into that protein shake to go, okay, what could this be? Because I made sure there wasn't soy in it, because that's a big nickel thing for me is soy lecithin. When they take the soybean and they take the oil out, super simplification, but what's left is that lecithin, and that's where all the nickel sits, which they use as an emulsifier and as a preservative in a lot of boxed, bagged, frozen foods. So I made sure there was none of that in there. Good to go. So I'm going through the list, and I suddenly got to one and I went, huh, interesting. Hadn't noticed that, so I looked it up. So first, I'd forgotten that sunflower seeds are high in nickel content. And they're in my cupboard, and I throw them in my Greek yogurt sometimes. So that answers that question, doesn't it? So we live and learn. But this was sunflower lecithin. And I couldn't get a 100% confirmed, yes, that's where all the nickel sits, but it's comparative to soy. I can see other heavy metals that are sitting in the lecithin of sunflower. So I'm 95% from all of the circumstantial evidence that I have that I just had a severe reaction to that. So I'm on this steroid for 5 days. Some of the symptoms are gone. Some are still popping up. I keep getting rashes on my hands. And we'll get through that. But anyways, just wanted to give you guys a quick, because we were just talking about health and fitness and the nickel and the way it affects it. And, I can live fine without protein shakes. So we're going to be good. I'm still working on improving my eating habits and getting those better. But this is just a reminder that nickel allergy combined with that lack of desire sometimes does make it rough. So, all right, guys, that's what I got. I hope you have a great day, and I'll catch you next week on All Things Nate.